Hi, good
My
evening.
God, you're beautiful. If it was two of you, probably break the first one's heart in two, but second time the charm my
You
hand
know
it from
what
your
they
lock your
say?
father's on me, Moses down the highway.
Give me a
I know you
moment.
probably had a wild day, so you should make your way to my place. And we can talk about the
This is
things we
like my
gotta talk
third take of
about.
the video, and I really don't want to do any more takes than this. Like, I don't have curated chaos, guys. Like, my chaos are complete chaos, and I created them with my hands, so I don't want to make them look organized or tidy because I want validation from you or something. Like, and that is the reason I don't like, or I don't really wanna, edit these videos or script my videos and, tell tell you something that you would want to hear, like with a good storytelling, like that I want to improve here, like I want to improve my storytelling here, but it's not like I want to write a script and then read it out to you guys, read it out in this video. It's not like that, because I like, this is unfiltered, this is raw, and I want it to be like that, and I don't want to put some makeup or coat it with something shining so that I can get some views or I can get the validation. Maybe I don't know what it is, but for right now, I don't want to do it. Maybe in the future, I will learn some editing, or hopefully by that time, I'll improve my storytelling skill. But for now, this is just a documentary of everything I'm doing with my life, and I want it to be like that only. I want it to be like this. And I'm severely understaffed, guys. I don't want to like, I'm the only person and it's like too much for me too. I'm already going through too much to handle everything on my own. And if I also consider video editing and everything, I would be busted. Or maybe not. I would just, utilize the time I spend on doom scrolling, make good use of this time I spend on doom scrolling. But doom scrolling is needed, necessary. That's what I think, at least. It's not. Okay, anyways, अभी क्या बात करना है? What do I really want to talk about? Okay, so difficulty letting go, difficulty moving on, and suppressing fear, anger, rage inside of me. That is what's happening with me. And over the past 2 weeks, the amount of instance that has happened in my life, one thing, I didn't even process any one of those events. Second thing, all of them piled up, all the feelings I had for them piled up, and now I am here ranting. Okay, today I woke up at 4:14. 1414. One thing is like 4:14. The on the In the Bible, on the page 4:14, there is a beautiful verse. It's a protection spell. Second thing, it's kind of a magical number. And third thing, it's my first time waking up at it's my first time waking up at 4 o'clock. The thing is, I didn't wake up at 4. I slept around 10 o'clock last night with the intention to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Since I woke up at 6:30 yesterday, I thought I would wake up at 6 today. And gradually I'll take it to 4:30 or 5. Like between the 4:30 to 5 window, I'll wake up regularly. But uh, during my sleep, I woke up a lot. Like I woke up around 1 o'clock. I was thinking that I have to wake up. I was thinking that it's time, it's daytime already, so I have to wake up. Like it's morning and I have to wake up. But then when I checked my phone, it's almost 2. It's 1:50 or something. I was like, I have to sleep. The thing is, neither can I wake up nor can I go back to sleep because, like, if I wake up, I would be not feeling well rested. And if I sleep, my mind is very overactive. Like, it doesn't stop thinking. Thinking, that's what I do. Lot of thinking. I think, and then think some more. So, anyways, but I do wanna, when I said that I don't want validation, but I do wanna reach people. Maybe I do want validation after all. Or maybe just that, I would reach the person I wanna reach with these videos one day. But anyways, I don't think it matters anymore now. Like I think I'm kind of detaching and moving on because none of the events happened or none of the people I met were meant to say, so they meant to stay, so they left. And it would be such a shame if I had to spend the rest of my life with people like that when I'm such a beautiful soul and such a kind person. And it's their loss and my experience. Like there is no winning or losing when the goal is to experience. But I didn't think of this drawback called hurting, depression when I was seeking that experience. Let's listen to this song. Okay, so the thing is, I think I'm suffering from anxiety and depression. Like I have suffered from anxiety, chronic anxiety and depression for so long, and I thought I was healing. But for the amount of events that has happened over the past 2 weeks has brought me to this realization that I'm still somewhere anxious all the time. Like deep down, I'm anxious and depressed. Like I haven't healed. I mean, I'm healing. Like I'm in that healing phase. But when these episodes of uh, depression and anxiety come up, it's it's hard to have the hope again. And having no hope leads to depression again. And having depression kind of leads to overthinking, and overthinking leads to anxiety. That's what. That is the loop. Or it's like I'm anxious and then anxiety leads to depression and then it's a loop, loop, loop. Fucking loop, guys. Fucking loopholes in life. Anyways. Okay, so the intern work I thought I was talking about, I thought it was completed, but turns out it's not. Because last week, not last Tuesday, when I thought like I'm sleepy right now. I drank green tea and green tea and rosemary tea, but didn't wake me up properly. Like it usually steals my sleep sometimes, but now it's not even doing its own job. And now I can't drink. I can't dare to drink one more cup of green tea or green tea I can, rosemary I can't. Because rosemary would, make my brain even more active, but green tea would not wake me up properly. And I have things to do. I was gonna take a nap. Like it's 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 3:45 now. At 3 I was like I'll take a nap until 3:30. But obviously I have to lock in. I have things to do. But when I sit on this chair and try to do the work, I really have no motivation to do anything. Anyways, why do I keep saying anyways? There is nothing that's waiting for me, or I have to get to, or I don't have plan anything. I don't have any plan what to do. But I keep saying anyways, and I'll keep showing up. That's what I'm thinking. And it's like it's my luteal phase. ठीक है, it's my luteal phase, bro. So that's why I'm very even more depressed. And things are also not like things are making me wait so much, bro. And I feel okay, things are making me wait, right? Let's talk about one topic by one topic, one by one. Okay, so since the past 2 weeks, past 1 month or so, whatever I've been trying to do, it's only getting delayed again and again. And last time when I went to Kolkata, I made a post on my Instagram with the Kolkata trip pictures. Okay, and in the caption I wrote, someone said the wait isn't delay, it's protection. And since then, things are only delaying. And I feel like sometimes I put nazar to my own life, and sometimes it's like when I post things out there, people give me nazar, and I feel it a lot. I feel like I get a lot of nazar, but I don't know how much of it is true or not because, as I said, I give nazar to my own life. I jinx my own life, so I jinx my own life that the negative things I think kind of manifest into my life. So even saying this could manifest into a very bad thing for me. See, more, and when I think to myself or when I jinx that people watching me are giving me nazar, then it manifests into my life. ठीक है? And when I wrote that caption, things were going well. And since then, things only kept delaying. With that passport thing also. उसके पीछे मैं इतना भागा हूँ भाई पासपोर्ट वेरिफिकेशन के पीछे बहन चोद. एंड उसके बाद क्या हुआ? उसके बाद none of the things were going right, or maybe just God is testing me. I don't know. God is testing me for writing that caption on my Instagram post. Seriously, does that make any sense? I'm an engineering student, bro. I have studied maths, physics, and chemistry. And now I'm here making these kind of assumptions or believing these kind of superstitions. Sometimes I feel like I forget the logic and just succumb myself into thinking whatever I'm thinking. Does it ever happen to you that you're sleepy, but when you lie down on the bed and close your eyes and go to try to fall asleep, you can't fall asleep? The thing is, I also want to make those interesting videos, like with uh with captivating edits and with nice storytelling and all. But the thing is, I don't have a clarity of what I'm speaking. And with this videos I'm posting on my channel, I'm trying to organize the thoughts in my head, or at least give them some light. And every time I get a health problem, I kind of research about the psychological reason behind that health problem, because health problems are not just health problems. They have a very deep emotional and psychological root. And recently there was also an article released about this, saying that people who fall sick very less frequently, other people have all of these people have one common habit, that they speak to themselves out loud. Even in public, they are not afraid to speaking to themselves. And that's a very important thing to note, because when you speak out everything that's on your mind, you're just processing everything on the in the moment, and it's like there are no pent up things in your body or in your system. So when it's like that, your system is completely functioning properly. Like every organ in your body is doing its own job, and the mind is doing its own job. But when you're not processing things, then the mind is not doing its own job, because it's over there over analyzing patterns and everything else, that your body shifts into the survival mode, that the other organs, like your gut, your nervous system, they won't function properly. I mean, nervous system is not an organ, but you get my point, right? Yeah, that's what. And now I have to go. Like I have two things. Like the thing is, bro, I'm so excited about this thing. So one thing is like something. Okay, and it's valid that I'm excited about it, but it's also like this thing. No, I give pressure to myself that I should detach from the situation. Otherwise, I should detach from the outcome. Otherwise, I'll have the things would not go along with in the in the way I want them to go. Like both of these things exist, both of these thoughts exist at the same time. That's why I'm always in conflict. And when I said everything, every disease has a psychological reason, bro. Like everything you feel, if you don't process those emotions or those feelings, all of those feelings get stored in your body, in some part of your body. For example, like anger is related to your liver, and fear is often stored in your kidneys, and grief is often stored in your chest, and things like that. Like self-respect and control, having no like feeling like you don't have control over your life is kind of related to your spine, gives you back problems. And when you feel like you don't have enough self-respect, or somebody has overstepped your boundaries, then you feel like then you have neck problems, neck pain, etc. All of these things are very interconnected, so it's very important to deal with your own emotions and keep your mental health in check, because later in life, if not now, later in life, all these emotions will pent up and give you serious health problems or something that you don't want to face. And as they say, prevention is the cure. So it's better to prevent something from happening than to sit face to face with the situation, and having your hair in your hands like this. ठीक है, like ऐसा करने से, मतलब कि instead of picking the roots of your hair, try to prevent the bad things from happening. I mean, it's not always in your control, but try to do as much as possible and don't try to overdo it. Also, because then you become a control freak like me. My best friend used to tell me I'm a control freak. I mean, yeah, I'm a control freak. So much of a control freak, but I would say the life events that has happened all throughout my life until this day has taught me to be organized in life, taught me to prepare for things beforehand, like or expect situation, or at least I was taught like that in my childhood. Now I'm like always overreading any situation, always planning the next thing in my brain, like even if I want to drink some water, I'm like it's always planned because I can't tolerate things in my brain with if the things in front of my eyes are unorganized, disorganized, I can't function properly. And it's only until the things are my things, okay, like my personal things, like the things like my laptop, my cup, my bottle, things like that. And it's like I'm trying to, I think, like I can't say anything for sure because it also feels like that, but I'm too self aware that I know about myself that it's not, that I tell myself that it's the exact opposite. Maybe because maybe it's that I should trust myself more. Maybe it's that. Like the thing I was talking about, my self awareness and the opposite thing. It's like moving on. Okay, I'm trying to move on from someone and or something, and it's like the memories are very intense and like kind of my first time experiencing such kind of joy in my life. Okay, so maybe I have formed too much of a soul tie with them, but from yesterday I feel like I am moving on, like properly, like kind of come to the realization that it's no long there is no point, and I've realized that they are no good for me. Like I knew that they are no good for me, but now I have come to accept it. But it's also deep down I'm so much aware of my attachment towards him. Like I know what all has happened, and maybe some part of me thinks that maybe I could never move on because that thing was so special, but it's maybe it's all just in my head, and I should trust myself, my prior self more, like the myself more, the part of me that is moving on, or that thinks that it's moving on, or accepted that he's no longer going to be in my life, or he like one part of me doesn't want him anymore in my life because she's too aware of the disrespect, betrayal, and the deceptive attitude. And the second part is so like she's not naive. She's just too sweet, too kind, and like too forgiving, that she hopelessly hopes that one day, maybe by chance, we would be together somewhere at some point, even if not now. But even if has to come to that point, now I have to move on. Like there is no way that we are going to be together now, like in recent, in coming few days or coming few months or coming few years. If nature has a plan to keep us together, it will only keep us together when we are supposed to be, when we are the version of ourselves we are supposed to be. But but no, bro, like with the kind of treatment I got, they don't deserve me, or I don't deserve to be treated like that once more, or I deserve so much more than giving access to them. Like it's okay, like it's okay. Oh yeah, whatever has happened, and I don't have to keep turning my pages back. I just need to process and progress. This is what my therapist told me. I have to process and progress in my life, like move the fuck on. So like recently I got a post from one of my friends. In that post, there's a line written, the girl who got never treated right, and it kind of hit me. Like, I don't want to be identified like that. I don't want to be identified as that. And the other day, about this thing, about me telling you anxiety and depression, the other day I was talking to my best friend that I think I am depressed. I think I'm in depression. I think I'm going through it. And he was like, when are you not in depression? I mean, it makes sense. Like the things that has happened or things that are happening are like that in my life. But it still kind of hurt me somewhere that I am getting identified like that. Like I don't want to be identified like that. I mean, it's unfair that things have happened. Such things have happened. I didn't deserve them, but it's over. It's over. It's over. I have to move on. I have to let go of things. I have to focus on what's in my hand. I have to focus on what's in front of me. Like I have to focus on the present and the future. I have to focus on the present and the plan for the future. ठीक है. And most of my health problems are because I am not processing all the emotions I'm going through. Like there are a lot of things that are stored in my body that I need to release. And in the morning I saw कि कैसे क्या करना है. She was like, and the ChatGPT was like, you have to cry, you have to write, you have to talk it out. But to crying is very involuntary for me. It just tears just slip out of my eyes without my control. And to write, if I sit down to write, I'll write until my hand is aching because there would be lot of things to write about, and it's like if I write a single sentence, I can see different ways that sentence could the next, like I could see the probability of next sentence would be lot of things, like what would come after this one sentence that I've written? Lot of sentences. And and after that second sentence also, lot of things would come. And it's like it becomes lot of different stories and it's mentally very exhausting. And did I tell you that I'm going through my luteal phase right now? And I used to be suicidal last year during this time, during my luteal phase. But now life kind of feels like nothing changed, but lot of things changed. And I have to acknowledge that and appreciate myself for that. Anyways, okay, so what I was saying was that to write, that's what happens, and to talk it out, like, I think it would take me a lot of time, and sometimes I don't, have a clarity of what I'm speaking, because things are messy in my head. So how can I speak clearly? Like, I'm not sure about what I'm feeling about certain situation. Anyways, I hope today goes by. And in the evening, I have to submit the model prototype to my team. Badass bitch. Today, in the class, okay, I was sitting in the class, okay. I feel like, my professor has some un, unspeakable grudge against me because okay, it was a lecture of 2 hours and he has given a break for 5 minutes. So during that 5 minutes, I was scrolling on my Insta and I came across a very funny reel. Like I'll still laugh if I think of that reel. Okay, and he was during that break. I was sitting in the class only, and he was in that on that stage where he gives the lecture, and some students came to him asking for clarifying their doubts, and he was explaining uh, or he was doing whatever his job is to do. Okay, and I was watching this reel and it kind of feels like every time he lectures or his eyes are indirectly all of matlab ki he's always on me, and it's not like I'm listening to the lecture or I'm not doing anything that would disrespect him in the class, like calling someone or laughing with someone or talking to someone or anything like that. I sit by myself, mind my own fucking business, and I hope he gives the same kind of focus on everyone. But every other person is doing every other thing, and he and he doesn't say anything to them. But I mean, he doesn't say things to me also, but he kind of indirectly tries to attack me. Like, like it's like I was laughing, okay, and then he saw that I was laughing, and then I think he kind of gets jealous, man. I don't know. I think maybe he just want to spoil my mood because I was laughing and he can't see that. And it's not like I was laughing out loud. Also, I was just smiling. Can't control my laugh, kind of laugh. And it's like almost over for the lecture complete, like 2 hours, and it's like after 1 hour 40 minutes, like 20 minutes left for the class or something. He he was like, मैं फ़ोन देख रही थी, ठीक है, मतलब कि फ़ोन ऐसे ही चला रहा हूँ, मैं स्क्रॉल कर रहा हूँ बस, आई वाज रीडिंग समथिंग ऑन माय फ़ोन, सम लाइक सम आर्टिकल काइंड ऑफ थिंग, ठीक है. सो आई वाज रीडिंग दैट एंड आई थिंक ही सॉ दैट. देन he was like, he draw a diagram on the board and he asked question openly for everyone. Like he was like, I was sitting in the last bench, no? So he was like, anyone from the last bench answer this question. And to not create a problem or suspicion, I don't know, maybe it's all just in my head, but yeah, whatever. And after some time he was like, he he कुछ तो हुआ था. Two girls were laughing and he made one of the girls sit in the first bench and one in the that bench only, original bench. So when he was asking this question to us backbenchers, he was like, उसको भी बुलाया था कि you answer this question, you were laughing earlier, no? तू बता इसका आंसर. तो वो बता नहीं पाई. फिर he was like कि last bench साहित्य, like साहित्य answer the question. Like I kind of knew the answer but I forgot. Yeah, that is the problem. That's why I couldn't speak up. I was like, कुछ नहीं, मतलब मैं तो बस साइलेंट हूँ. फिर इसके बाद he moved to other people. Like the thing is, this fucking guy can't pronounce my name correctly other times. I have known him from my third year. Like it's been like 4 years now, and he never pronounces my name correctly. And this one time last year or this year only, I think, I went to him and I told him my name is Sahitya, not whatever you call it to be. It's like he just कुछ भी उसको मुंह में आता है वो बोल देता है भाई. मतलब कि भाई सामने स्पेलिंग लिखा है तो पढ़ो तो सही, स्कूल तो गए ना, तो इतना सिखा रहे तो नाम सही से बोलने में क्या जा रहे तुम्हारा, बता. तो and even after correction he sometimes fucks it up, but this time he's like, Sahitya, answer this question. I was like, माचो दे तू जा बाड़ में, मैंने कर रहा हूँ आंसर. And all the heads turned towards me, bro. I was like, wow. I'm put on such a spotlight, but I have no performance to give. Anyways, there was that. I am sleepy as fuck. Oh yeah, shit. मुझे नहीं पता था कि ये सॉन्ग आ रही है, ये लिरिक्स आ रही है, बट coincidence, I guess, or guess not. Whatever. Have a good one. Bye bye. See you later, alligators.